Hello, YouTube land. This is Sandy Song Joy coming to you from my office slash spiritual center slash creative center. Welcome. I am here to share with you many things, primarily song joys, which come in the form of songs you may know, songs you may never heard, sounds I'm channeling, light language, or just tunes that I just come to pop. A song pops in my head and I sing it. Or maybe some rewording of some songs to fit today's energy and spirituality. So this is Sandy Song Joy. This has been a long time coming, many moons of exploring. What have I been exploring? Since the day I was born, I love sound and song, so it's just natural that I would bring this kind of content to you. And through much urging of friends and much urging of Source, here I am in my office talking to you now, putting my first intro version of a video on here. And I don't have a fancy microphone. I hope you can hear me fine. I don't have a fancy camera. I don't have any of the bells and whistles. My bells and whistles come from me. And you'll find that this channel is really about songs and joy, things that make you feel good, happy, high vibe, and bringing in some sounds. We'll also bring in some creative things like art, poem, or a story, or just voices that want to speak, or a little bit of what do you call that, stand-up comedy, or also, because there's a little more serious side to myself, would be some explorations that I've created audio about different subjects that were of strong interest to me. Most of them spiritual, and just sharing some talks about that. Maybe a little ranting. Could be a little bit of that in there too. Maybe a little dry, long-winded, oh my God, will she ever stop talking kind of stuff. That could happen too. Many things happen in YouTube land. It is a place that I find very fascinating, and as a person who's really into communication and how we communicate, where we communicate. I even got a master's in communication. I know just enough to be dangerous. I might be an expert in my field, so to speak. I remember botany teacher once said an expert is just a person 50 miles away from home. I just love that one. I'm not 50 miles away from home, so am I an expert? I don't know. And the points don't matter. I have little sayings that I like to say, and one of them is the points don't matter. Because around here, sometimes comments and things are said where we have to make a point. And, sometimes the points just don't matter. Sometimes they do. So, that's some of the things that we're going to explore here. You'll see pictures, you'll see videos, you'll see audio. Whatever YouTube land will allow me to put on here. And we'll try not to tap into some of that crazy stuff out there. Did I say the word crazy? Zip thy lip and throw it out. Cancel, delete. No. Some of the many expressions that are out there. The many voices and a lot of truthful, strong, sovereign voices out there. And a lot of people are diving into that, and a lot of people are doing a great job doing it. I don't feel I need to go into that. No, this is where my source, my God, my inner self is guiding me to do, is to sing, to speak, to share, to be creative, and to be joy, mostly joy. So now I may also toss in a oracle card read once in a while as the guidance urges me to do. I use the oracle cards as tools to help express what's in the now, what's in the energy in the now. So that may happen on occasion for the collective. That seems to be the thing most people are doing, things for the collective, which is a term that we use for just a whole bunch of people. Energetically and not energetically, I suppose. Anything else I need to share here? I mean, I'd like to just get the show on the road, because I can be Chatty Cathy. Oh, does anybody remember who Chatty Cathy is? Some people who pop on here might, and some people don't. Back when I was a little girl, there was these dolls. They had on the back of them, they had this string with a circle on it. You'd pull it and they'd say something. Hi, I'm Cathy, or some stuff like that. And so every now and again, I don't know, from there got this expression, Chatty Cathy. And so I might use old-fashioned expressions from the 20th century, some of which I feel still carry value into today because they're going to be applied to today in the now moment. That language of that sort doesn't necessarily have to be thrown out. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There you go, one of those expressions. Now, why would you throw the baby out with bathwater? Well, one, if you really think about what that expression is saying, throw the baby out with bathwater, that's a pretty scary thing to be saying, right? In today's world, it's like, why would you throw the baby out with the bathwater? That's abusive. No. Throwing the baby out with bathwater basically just means, consider the whole thing. Don't just focus on that and attach to that, and that stuff isn't relevant. No. It's like, consider all of it. Consider the whole picture. We are whole beings. We're not parts and parcels. I'm not just my fingers and just my toes or my nose. I'm not even just my blood vessels or just my veins or just my eye. No. See, this is the kind of stuff that I'll talk about. What comes up and surfaces in the now moment, I'll express. If it's a term that I think people might not know much about, there may be plenty of people who know about some of the things I say, and even more than what I say. There are people who can probably speak volumes around some of the things that I will share here. And that's all well and good. Feel free. You already are, some of you. And I'm not here to challenge any of it or to, well, I can't say I would never challenge anything, but I would express my personal viewpoints. And I will express what I'm guided to share as much and if more than possible, because this is what I'm here to do, to express and to help us all expand, ascend. Words, expand, ascend, those are two very well used words right now. I like the word expand. I really like that because it allows us to go into realms that we've never explored before. Realms that maybe we're scared to explore. Oh my gosh. Fear has I could go off on a tangent on that one, but let's save that one for another video. How'd that be? Because it'd be real easy for me to get off on a tangent and start talking about this. I've had people who said I just comment quite a bit. And I do comment on people's videos quite a bit sometimes. I can be a Chatty Cathy there. Yeah, because there's just so much to say and so much to experience. And when you bounce off these words and sounds on other people, and then you get responses back, you learn a whole lot more about yourself. You're like bouncing your inner self into their inner self, and then they're just like, woo! And you got this thing going and round and all over the place. This is a very basic and very silly way of saying how communication works between different beings. Again, lots of topics we can talk about, and I'm just tapping the surface. I'm sure guides really, really, really want me to be out here talking and sharing and experiencing what I'm going to experience with this, and learn what I'm going to learn, and everything I'm supposed to learn from this, from just doing this. Just do it, Sandy. Just do it. Stop thinking about it and just do it. And so here I am with this intro. So, okay, this is the intro. How do we want to end this intro? Oh, and once in a while you might hear my cat in the background. And if I'm lucky, I'll get this done before my husband comes home and we hear the door. So let's just wrap this up before he shows up. How'd that be? So I'll talk about my art in the background some other time. Oh, speaking of door, there he is. So we'll wrap this up and have a sparkling day, everybody.